Why does life feel hollow, even when everything looks perfect on the outside? You have Wi-Fi, access to the world, instant entertainment, food delivery, even a support system. And still, when you're alone, there's this dull ache. Like something's missing, but you can't point at what. You try filling it with achievement, or distraction, or scrolling. But the moment the screen turns off, it's just you and that silence. If you've ever felt like your life is full, but your soul is starving, you're not alone. That feeling has a name. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, called it the existential vacuum, the inner void that grows when life lacks meaning. This video isn't here to sell you a quick fix. It's here to offer clarity, reflection, and a path towards something real. You'll learn why that inner emptiness exists, how it shows up in Gen Z's daily life, and how to begin building a meaningful existence in a world of distraction. Not by escaping, but by remembering what it means to live. Picture this. It's 2 a.m. You're lying in bed. You've watched 3 hours of content, replied to every DM, maybe even journaled or meditated. But now the noise stops, and the quiet feels unbearable. You stare at the ceiling, not sad, not happy, just numb. You wonder, what's the point of all this? Why do I do the things I do? This is more than burnout. It's a kind of spiritual disorientation. You scroll through TikTok and see 1,000 lifestyles: minimalism, hustle culture, van life, soft girl era, stoicism, digital nomads. So many choices, and yet you feel less free. Because more options don't equal more meaning. They equal more confusion when you have no compass. The truth is, many Gen Zs were raised in systems that told us you can be anything, but didn't teach us why we should be anything. We were taught to chase success, but not to define purpose. So we end up performing instead of being. We check boxes instead of feeling alive. And underneath all that, a quiet craving to matter, to belong, to feel like this life has a reason you get to wake up in it. That's the ache we're talking about today. Viktor Frankl, author of Man's Search for Meaning, observed this vacuum long before smartphones existed. He saw it in prisoners of war, but also in everyday modern people. When a person can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure. Sound familiar? You may not be in a prison camp, but you are surrounded by modern substitutes. Endless content, endless noise, and dopamine hits. These don't satisfy you, they numb you. Frankl's therapy, logotherapy, is built on one radical idea: that humans are most fulfilled when they are living in alignment with something bigger than themselves. Not necessarily religious, but purposeful. Frankl identified 3 core sources of meaning: creative contribution, what you give to the world; experiential depth, what you truly feel and receive; redemptive suffering, turning hardship into growth. When these are absent, the vacuum grows. Blaise Pascal once said, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." Because in that silence, you confront the truth. Do I actually know myself? Do I live by my values or by default? Have I become a collection of what others admire, but not what I desire? And here lies the paradox. The modern world gave us freedom, but not the tools to navigate it. We mistake stimulation for purpose. We confuse productivity with meaning. We assume comfort equals happiness. But you can have everything and still feel nothing, if none of it reflects your soul. Meaning isn't found, It's built through conscious choice, and the first brick is awareness. So how do we start building meaning? 1. Ask deeper questions. Not, what job do I want, but what problem do I want to help solve? Not, what lifestyle looks cool, but what kind of days make me feel alive? 2. Choose values, not vibes. Sit with yourself and define 3 core values, not aesthetics, not trends, but things like integrity, curiosity, compassion, freedom. Let these be your compass, not the algorithm. 3. Do one small act that aligns with meaning. Volunteer. Call your grandma. Start a project that won't go viral, but matters to you. Meaning grows through doing, not thinking. 4. Let go of borrowed goals. Ask yourself, if no one saw what I was doing, would I still do it? 5. Create sacred space for silence. Don't fill every moment. Schedule 15 minutes where you just be. Walk. Sit. Breathe. This is where your voice becomes louder than the noise. You need a real why for waking up tomorrow. You don't need to escape your life. You need to inhabit it. Not like a performer on stage, but like a soul finally coming home. Because the real tragedy isn't failing to reach a goal. It's succeeding at a life that was never truly yours. There's a world that wants to tell you who to be, what to want, and how to live. But that world does not know your soul. You are allowed to walk slower, to want something different, to not feel satisfied by what impresses others. You are allowed to create your own definition of enough, because fulfillment isn't found in having more. It's in becoming more of who you truly are. And that becoming, it starts the moment you choose presence over performance, meaning over motion, and truth over applause. Don't just exist. Live. So here's your invitation. Take 5 minutes today, just 5. Ask yourself this: what's one small thing I can do today that aligns with my real values, not my feed? Then go do it. Not for the algorithm, not for the audience, for you. If this video opens something inside you, leave a comment below. I'm ready to build meaning, not just momentum. But for now, close the tab. Go be real. And remember, the answer to the void isn't noise. It's meaning. And you have the power to create it.